halfway between two meetings. I've got 11:30 meeting.
Museum of Contemporary Craft. When you walk in here, you actually can either go to your right and enter the exhibition area, or go to the left and enter the gallery, which is the retail craft gallery located right within the museum wall. So it's a wonderful place. I'll take you on a little tour. In the gallery, we represent about 150 craft artists from all over North America, and for the holidays, we actually have taken on about 30 more. So it's really jam-packed with, handmade goodness. Cast pewter. These little bottle stoppers actually have been really popular as gifts. Stocking stuffers. A table by another one of our wood artists named Eric Franklin. And on the table we've set it with some found object candle holders by Chris Giffen, who's in Jefferson, Oregon. Lots of our artists are actually in the Pacific Northwest, which is also wonderful. And we are really excited about the fact that all of our artists are really wonderful people. We enjoy sending them checks every month, and they get 50% of every single sale, which is fantastic. So every month we have a different gallery feature. Sometimes it's the work of one artist, sometimes it's a collection. Right now the holiday show is our big gallery feature. Next month will be Rebecca Hannon, who's a jewelry artist, and I can show you her work over here also. Again, just for everybody, there's something in all shapes and sizes. Pat Horsley has been one of our best sellers for many, many years, ceramic artist, who's a local as well. This vase was made using many, many different hammer blows. He starts with a flat sheet of metal and actually uses a hammer and stakes to form that metal up, and it actually compresses the metal. So this top edge that you see was actually the outside edge of a flat circle sheet of metal. Really amazing. And then he puts these beautiful patinas on the surface to change the color of the metal. So Greg is really a national treasure as far as we're concerned, and very well known in furniture. This is one of Steve Foley's chairs. He doesn't usually do upholstery, but this piece is hand upholstered in leather. Really, really wonderful. We should change this sign to say that it's really made to be sat on by the new owner. So, but it's incredibly comfortable. It is functional. The beautiful thing about craft is very often it is functional. So we believe really strongly that your coffee will taste different if you drink it out of a handmade cup. We have a lot of different artist-made calendars for 2008. These have been very popular. That's by artist Shannon Sholian. Libri Rich is another one of our local treasures. She does, each one of these is actually an individual brooch, and some of them are little that your coffee would taste much better out of. In addition to all of the artwork, we also have kind of curated a collection of books about craft and craft artists, craft history. We have a lot of kids' kits, encouraging kids to get their hands into craft as early as possible. It's been very fun having that element here as well. We try to really approach craft and collecting craft through education. We believe that when people understand what makes each one of these pieces so incredibly special, that's when they want to purchase it. We're not a hard sell place in here at all. We're about making people understand the value of the item. This is Nikki Falkenhayn, and Nikki is German-born, but she lives right here in Portland, Oregon, and she's using fiber techniques, but using them to make jewelers a very customized ring for their weddings, and we have jewelers that can do that for you. So one of those jewelers is actually Rebecca Shear, who's another local artist, Shear Silver, and these have been incredibly popular. I think every single person on our staff actually also has at least. Is that for the holiday show, we actually got to expand into the lower exhibition gallery, so we got a bigger footprint, which is really fun because we actually got the whole front window. So over here is the extension of the gallery and Handmade for the holidays, which, by the way, runs through January. These have been wonderful gifts, great wedding presents. Little ice bucket with glasses, right? Lavender Sachets by Patty Shaw, who's a quilt artist, but she's also making smaller items. These are great stocking stuffers, and they smell fantastic. For the stress of the holidays, the lavender smell will by Jill Torberson, who's one of our artists who's come on just for the holiday show. The other thing that we have a great selection of for the holidays are ornaments, and we've really enjoyed kind of having this wall of ornaments. Again, many different materials, from Selma Grossman's traditional pisanki or Ukrainian egg dyeing techniques. These are their goose eggs and wooden ornaments by Kim Winkle. Really whimsical and fun felted ornaments by Junko Ijima. Christy Lombard is one of my favorites. I'll show you the rest of her work too. And this is the Gamalius. They're a couple that works together, and each of these ornaments actually is an individual ornament. They're one of the few artists who actually gives us a way to display their ornaments. Someone has actually purchased the head separately, but the head is for sale as a separate item. He does the steel work, and she does the ceramic, and they just work back and forth together. Extraordinary. These pieces are part of their series called Storybirds, which we have several of. The way they make these is they form the piece, they paint a colored slip on top, which is just a very thin layer of clay in a contrasting color, and then she scrapes away, Robin Gamalius scrapes away to reveal these different patterns. Let's see. So she's doing it in the negative, which I think is just makes it even more amazing. There's Dylan Morgan, our gallery manager, restocking. It's on the other side with the antlers. Shannon Sholian. And really just lovely. These pieces were something that she did originally for our embroidery show, which was an exhibition that we had. Kind of the wearables corner, which is what you can see from really far away outside, and it's been really fun to have all these mannequins dressed up. It looks like a little convention of really well-dressed items that we have specifically for the holidays are these great hats, which are by Paula Rebsam, going by the name Paula Deer. They're reversible, and they're just, everything about them is so fabulous. They have a little brim. They have ear flaps, which you can either wear up or down. So here's the up side. They have a little snap-on chin strap, which you can take off if you want to. We have all found that they work really well under bike helmets. But this one, she had one that said no hunting, and then the inside, it's reversible too. So you can wear it this side out if you wanted to. The inside is this great hunting flannel, which is hilarious. She's using a lot of different recycled materials. Ceramic work, very functional and fun. I have them, and I make my lattes in them every morning. They wear beautifully. They feel great in your wood. Who's one of our ceramic artists? These mugs are literally lighter than air, and I had somebody buy one once and say, I'm going to drink my milk out of this every morning. It's just, they have this purity of form and color that really is lovely. And she does the work of Karen Miller. Karen's with us for the holiday show. You might have seen her on Oregon Art Beat. And she's using traditional Japanese techniques, stencil techniques, to create these beautiful textiles. We have runners on the window. You can see there's a lovely piece hanging up there that is a traditional Japanese wall hanging. Lovely pieces.